I would like to welcome you all to this emergency meeting. I know there was a lot of concern about the battle that took place on the surface, and I can assure the people and the Senate that we have everything under control, but it is taking longer than expected. To ensure the capture of Struve 2398B2, I have had my commanders come up with a new plan, which you will be able to see in front of you now. With new forces that are being trained and armed, as we speak, we will land at these designated landing zones. Those being Landing Zone Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Once landed, the 15th, 17th, and 20th Army Corps will fortify and hold these positions for landing of heavier armor support. Once the support has been landed, we will begin attacks across the surface, utilizing orbital bombardment to suppress the enemy as our forces advance. We anticipate total victory within a single month. Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Aurora Flex C# New Horizons Let's Play series. In today's episode, we're going to continue where we last left off, going over a few things, improving ship designs, preparing for the second invasion of Struve 2398B2, and continuing the series as a whole. But before we get into it, please don't to like, comment, subscribe, it really does help out. Trying to aim for 1,200 subscribers soon. We're very close to hitting that. So yeah, please do like and subscribe. Now, as you know, we did a little bit of a stream, at least you should know, we did a little bit of a stream earlier this or last week or around that time. And essentially we just went over organization. We designed a few new ships and a few other things that are cool, and we'll be going over those in today's episode as well. Another big thing that I'm sure is going to be on a lot of people's minds is going to be what's going to happen to this series because it's still on 1.11. Well, this series will continue until probably for probably 3 to 4 more episodes. I'm currently looking into ways to end the series and also story elements that I'm going to be implementing, and we should see a new series arise probably by November or the end of October. And that series will take on from this one. I can't really reveal too much about it because it's still in the planning phase, but let's just say it's going to be it's going to be basically this series but 2.0. Everything's going to be bigger, it's going to be more RP intensive, there's going to be more story to it, there's going to be more content improvement, there's going to be just a lot more of everything. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, let's begin. So, as I said, we currently were designing multiple new ships. So we had released the second version of the Deliverance class and the Valiant and the Vanguard, and those had a nice speed bump from 6,400 kilometers a second to 8,000 kilometers a second. And we also had the Legionnaire and Resilience designed as well that we will need to research and get them fully functional and ready. Once they are ready, we will be able to start building them, and I'm looking to build probably 6 to 8 cruisers and then have 16 destroyer escorts. Once I have a fleet of about 30 ships, I will feel comfortable with waging war with our neighbor to the north and continuing our offensive up there. The current situation, as we know if you are a fan of the series, is that we currently have our allies to the north, and then we have the spoiler race, which we were getting rid of, but unfortunately we took heavy casualties in the ground invasion because I underestimated or overestimated our ability to be able to actually effectively deal with the ground forces with what we had. So one thing I have to make sure first off is that we are actually going to be researching everything that we need to be researching. We need more research labs overall, in my opinion, so that is something that I'm going to be directly looking for. So we need to start researching immediately all of these components. So I'm just going to research prototype, and then research prototype. And I'm also going to research prototype on a few other things like the internal fusion drive, which is our newest technology. And then I'm going to put an order in here for that immediately. So we're going to go add queue, I'm also going to put in, obviously, we need our sensors and fire controls to be sorted out here. So I'm going to cancel this project, and I'm going to tell them to begin immediate research on new sensor technologies. So active sensors and thermal sensitivity, as well as electromagnetic. We're also going to need missiles. We hadn't designed our missiles just yet, but we had been designing we had been designing our missile launchers and all of that stuff. So we'll need to get that immediately researched. So we want missile launchers and missile fire controls. Yep, everything's good on there. So we're going to go over here, and we are going to I'm just going to assign this to... We don't want the Pelum yet, because I think we're waiting on getting better power efficiency, but that is something we're going to be wanting soon. So we're going to get our missile launcher, then we're going to grab our magazine, and then we're going to also grab our missile fire control. And there we go. So now that we've done, we're kind of sorting that out, we're going to go check out on Struve 2398 the current situation. So we've got the Aether Rift over here. We have a bunch of wrecks, which I would like to actually begin salvage operations for some of these wrecks, because that might be quite useful for us. As we know, there's quite a few lost ships here. We lost what was that, Deliverance class here. As we know, they also lost a G5 Hanian Alpha class that we engaged. The wreck of the Osiris is still in orbit of Struve 2398B1, so that is also something to consider. Where is the first Confederation defense fleet? It is over here. What's the current makeup of the fleet? We have a total of 12 ships. They're currently primarily fueled. We're going to pull them directly back to Alpha Centauri and tell them to refuel and resupply. In terms of our troop transports, where are we right now? We are currently orders, standard transit. No, I want you to head back to Alpha Centauri and move directly over here. What are we transporting? We're not transporting anything. You guys are transporting battalions, though. You're going to be waiting there. We're going to need as many transports as possible to actually move the divisions over, as I do have multiple ground forces in construction. We have the heavy support groups, which are made up of heavy tanks. They're pretty big and are going to hopefully be able to win us the war. I'm also wanting to do a sustained bombardment campaign of the enemies where I can, so that is going to be something definitely to consider. Let's begin refitting to the new Vanguard classes, because that is going to be very important in my opinion. We need to research prototype. Yes, we will need to research the prototype. So power propulsion. Let's up Q on that one and get that one done as quick as we can. And let's just start incrementing the days. Orbiting New Solaris, good. The CSS Grenade has completed orders. CSS Icarus, remaining supply supplies, current maintenance clock, not good. Okay, CSS Grenade has completed orders. You're stationed at jump point 1. I'm going to tell the Grenade to move back immediately, as we will need it to rendezvous with the main fleet. You can refuel and resupply accordingly like that. The Humere cannot cycle order. Why can you not? 1 second. Let me check. What are you doing? Standard transit, refuel from colony, Project Centauri. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're doing. Just move over here, and we can refuel processes from the planet itself. The second Humere has just finished orders. You can also... You're just stationed there, that's fine. Your intra-system jumping accordingly to there. Okay, that's good. Okay. We're just going to keep incrementing as we wait. We're just waiting for stuff to really happen here. Oh no, what happened to the grenade? Where's the grenade? God damn it. Ships always have these issues. I'll just tell the first Kumir to begin moving immediately. Fleets, go to the grenade, the CSS grenade. CSS grenade, join and refuel target fleet, please. Oh, he made it just fine. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. He made it. He made it. Luckily, they're pretty fast, so like they can actually cover a lot of distance. We finished training of 4 new battalions of ground forces. Very good. That is looking very, very good indeed. In terms of ground force situation, we have ground forces located on Essence, Diligence, Ares, Diana, and Apollo with STO batteries on most of the worlds. New Solaris is also protected by multiple surface-to-orbit weapons. So we're just going to continue our ground force construction as much as we can of that. CSS Grenade has completed orders. Where is the 1st Confederation Defense Fleet? I would like to know. You are currently transiting from Struve 2398. Speed 3200 kilometers a second. Why is it 3200 kilometers a second? Have we lost an engine? Yes, we have. They'll have to limp back, which is not going to be good for them. We'll have them follow that fleet, please. Okay. Let's just continue incrementing. We need to just get more time on the clock so we can get better research. Active Search Center has been damaged due to insufficient maintenance supplies. Well, that's really not good. The CSS Libby has only 11% of fuel in Captain Star. So what I'll do is I'll hold the fleet. We'll hold the fleet. And then we'll wait for this one to move. We'll tell you to go to Captain Star, and then we'll tell you to basically just join and refuel the fleet, please. There we go. I don't want them out there too long, though, because they're going to start getting massive amounts of maintenance problems. That's really going to be an issue if we start losing all those ships. Okay, we completed research into engine power modifier 1.5x, which is good. We're going to need... I want even better engine modifiers, though. Increase them as much as we can, really. 11.5%. Beta group is moving back. That is good. We're continuing our research in active search sensors, so overall that is looking well as well. Where is that tanker? We need to get our fleet back as soon as possible, please. You are ETA 27 days. Assigned maintenance supplies. Complete research into low gravity capabilities. Jesus Christ. The CSS Coward is just an absolute goddamn. Does that mean both of its engines are now out? No, if it just means one of them's out. We're gonna lose a ship if we're not bloody careful and we don't get these ships back to dry dock immediately. Part of that as well is I'm going to increase maintenance supply facilities. We're going to go 50 more of these, please, now. We're going to need them. We have completed research into active search sensors. We're completing more research into that. We've got more diplomatic contacts coming in. Where the hell is that tanker I ordered to move over and assist? Captain Star. Okay, you're pretty much there now. Okay, good. Let's get these guys fueled up and moving. Okay. Why is the tanker called Deliverance 2 or Deliverance B? That makes no sense. I have no idea why it's called that, but we're just going to refuel. Refuel from stationary tankers, please. Okay, we complete orders. Begin movement back to Alpha Centauri immediately. suffered another maintenance failure. Okay, are they back yet? Let me check. Alpha Centauri, Federation Defense Fleet, where the hell are you? Let me check. Okay. Okay, they're very close now, so we should be able to get them straight back, hopefully. First Federation Defense Fleet has completed orders. Very, very good. Okay. Begin immediate refuel resupply, and then begin overhauls. I will get repairs on the way immediately. Let's check shipyards. We'll get the Vanguard to begin immediate repairs. The shipyard should begin immediate repairs. Why can't that repair? What the hell? Unless ships that are damaged in orbit? What are you over? Orders. New Venus stationed at jump point 2 Lalanid. Okay. That's fine. We'll just wait for you to move over there. We complete research of thermal sensors that we're going to be needing for our new ship, so that should be good soon. Okay. We're just waiting for the defense fleet to get back. Defense fleet is now back. We're going to tell shipyards to begin repairs immediately. So repair and repair, please. We're going to need more repairs for the Matchless. Okay, all ships are now being repaired. In terms of the economic situation of the Empire, it's looking okay. The uranium stockpiles are still seeing massive shortages, unfortunately, which is really not looking good. We'll have 3 more ships coming off the line soon. Repairs are on the way. I think it's just general deficits we're taking here, just from the amount of production that's actually coming in. Do we actually have a mass driver? Yeah, we have mass drivers here. Okay, what's the current situation? Stockpile plus production. Can you just not send enough quantity of shipments out? Is that the problem? I guess it might be. So what I'll do is we'll send more over here. I'll demand immediately 2 more mass drivers. And then I'm going to supply 2 more mass drivers here. New Caprica, you are also mining. You need a mass driver, so we will get you a mass driver immediately. You demand mass driver 1, and we will supply another mass driver. We'll supply 4 mass drivers. Essence is also mining, but it's mainly turning the sorbium into fuel, which can then be used obviously for refueling purposes. There is a refueling station over Essence, so we can use that for refueling. Okay, troop transports has finished. What is current scheduled time for finished construction on the 4 support groups? 2163. That is quite a long way away, unfortunately. Production and maintenance facilities has concluded on the planet. Okay. Everything's looking good. In terms of maintenance capacity, we have capacity of 225,000 tons. We're maintaining that much. Okay, that looks fine for me personally. I don't really have an issue with that. Whoa, did I see something? Due to improving relations. Oh, okay. Now we have trade access. Okay. Interesting. So we now have trade access with the Chapula Federation, and so that's very, very interesting. So I wonder what that will mean for us. Let's turn civilians back on. Civilians. Okay, we've got civilians moving in and out. I wonder exactly what that will mean, because I haven't actually had trade access with another civilization in this game, in a real game before. So if I'm going to go to 61 Cygni, I'm wondering how this will actually affect things. Or if it will trade at all. 2 new Vanguard class destroyers just finished construction. Very good. Let us check. Ooh, bad guys. There we go. Okay. Let me check now. I need to check for economics. Research. We are continuing our research on the new fusion drive, and that should be done hopefully soon. Okay, good. Complete shore leaves. We developed the missile launcher. We're now getting the magazines. Trade is looking good though in terms of economic situation. We've got people moving colonists and also just general transportation for all of these worlds. First phone, do you have your mass drivers? Yes, you do. New Caprica, did you receive your mass drivers? Yes, you did. Hopefully the mass drivers start actually pumping this stuff out. I'm going to tell it to go to New Solaris now, so that's good. How are the mining shipments actually going for our industrial sector? Industrial sector-wise, mining, mineral transportation. Load all minerals, load back, move back. You're doing this from Sirius Diligence. That's where you're loading all your minerals from. So Diligence. Starting to go down, I think. You're definitely starting to go down, and we're starting to get more shipments in overall of minerals. So stockpile is actually somewhat going up, which is a good sign. We're going to need a lot more uranium if we are going to be building the ships we are going to be building. And we have finished the Barossa class built on New Solaris. We will have that directly moved. I'm going to add these two into the fleet. I'm then going to have this freighter detach, and I'm going to have it join the mineral transportation fleet. Join fleet. In terms of the main fleet, grade is looking pretty good at the moment. Training is not looking the best overall. We have a lot of vessels right now. Valiances, Vanguards, a hell of a lot of Vanguard class ships. Repairs have been completed on the CSS Matchless. Research-wise, how long until we have the new drive so we can begin upgrading our vessels? A little bit longer. Three Valiant classes just completed construction. CSS Grasshopper, CSS Lan, and CSS Norseman. They should bring the amount of ships up, the amount of actual vessels we have considerably, increasing capabilities. CSS. We might want to consider actually splitting the fleet here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab the... Okay, we have how many? We have 9 Vanguards, 7 Valiances, and 1 Deliverance. Okay, I'm going to swap out the CSS Grasshopper, the CSS, what is that, Lan, the CSS Lan, and I'm going to drop out the CSS Norseman. Okay, these are particle beams, right? These to put in there. Now, I want primarily defensive capable ships for what I want this to be done. So I want Vanguard, so we're going to detach the CSS Amazon, the CSS Persistent, the CSS Matchless, and then the CSS Antelope. Okay, and we're going to rename this to the... this will be the New Solaris Vanguard, and their job will be primarily to just defend New Solaris at all costs. I always want to have at least 4 ships stationed now that we have such a big navy, so that puts our navy at a total of 17, or not 17, it gives a total of 17 ships. Well, 18 ships with the CSS Grenade, which I will actually move up. So that will give us quite a few ships. We'll just have to get that all ready, and we'll have to get them trained up as well once the repairs are finished. But overall, everything is looking good for that. And then we can start upgrades as well immediately, which will be important. Beginning increments. We finished our overhauls on many of our vessels. Very nice. The freighter has completed orders and has joined, so that hopefully should get more stuff moved over. More assigned officers. Freighter Group 7 has completed the orders. What were your orders again, Freighter Group 7? What the hell is Freighter Group 7? Has completed orders and joins. Mineral Transportation Fleet. Why are you joining the Mineral Transportation Fleet? Okay, well that's fine for me. There's 4 Barossas no transporting minerals. Diligence should be just rapidly losing its the amount of minerals as on the planet, but it's not really losing, which is kind of an issue, I'm not gonna lie. Recent SP production capabilities. Production. We're producing a hell of a lot of minerals on that planet. So I would hope to think that that would be done somewhat soon. Fuel storage and a few harvesters. Yeah, we have to set a tanker to go sort that out in a little bit and get fuel moved over. But I think overall it's fine. Not really much combat or anything in today's episode, mainly just sitting back, kind of recovering from the conflict and preparing for the next one, which will be against the aliens to our north. Even though we did just get trade access with them, as we can see, we actually have trade access now, which is quite nice. Though I don't really see it actually doing anything useful for us. In terms of our economic situation, we're doing very, very well. Diplomatic contact, we completed overhauls, good. Still waiting on that new engine so that we can begin refitting our entire navy. Slipway was added. How much longer do I have to wait, research people? Not much longer. A couple more days. And we complete research. Very, very good. Very, very, very good. We are going to put all the research now into just getting better of those and also increasing fuel efficiency on top of that. Let's begin shipyard situation. So we're gonna start retooling our shipyards to the Vanguard B classes. Yeah, the Vanguard B. So let's begin retool for that. We're gonna have a retool for the Valiant class B. So Valiant B, and then we're also going to have all that stuff sorted. So now those should be retooled somewhat soon, and then we can begin refitting the entire navy to the new class of vessel. Relieving multiple people of command. Originating, we're just incrementing every day as much as we can. CSS Karen was repaired. Good. The CSS Icarus has also completed her overhaul. Very good. Okay. Too Heavy has only 15%. The complete research into shipbuilding rate. Let's get. I want to get more mining rate really. Just more overall income and more minerals being actually sent in and transported around. Boronite, do you have a complete stockpile of Boronite right now? But like, where are the shipments coming in from Diligence? Because I don't feel like we're actually shipping anything from Diligence, even though I literally am telling these guys to go and load everything. Where are you right now? Travel time required. Are you actually moving stuff is my question. I'm just going to check this. We're just going to increment. Is it just taking that long for you guys? Is that the problem? I think so, maybe. That might be the problem. It's just taking a long time for them to actually move. Because they're transporting back and forth quite a bit indeed. Okay. Yeah, so this is just more of a chill episode. Nothing really going on that's too important. We're just kind of chilling and trying to get our designs up and ready for the next strikes and the next things to do. Retooling for the Vanguard B class just got done, so now we can begin our refit. So refit, we're going to refit from the Vanguard into the Vanguard B, boom, 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 and then we can also build the Deliverance B, which will be able to refit. So we've got the CSS Amazon, Antelope, Karen, and Eclipse, which will be refitted by February, and they will be ready and rearing to go with the new engines. We'll need every ship refitted if we are going to effectively make our ships do well. Okay, Mass drivers, moving that. Still trickling in these resources. We need a lot more, in my opinion, of uranium and also galacite and just overall resources situation. Galacite and uranium stockpiles are not looking good at all. We might need to stop our overall construction here if we're not careful. Corundium is still doing well for us, so we can build a lot more mines if we need to and then ship them off to places. The problem is kind of the mineral transportation aspect of it. We have lots of minerals coming in, and galacite and all of that, but it's not being shipped quick enough to what I need it to be shipped to. So we might need to design a new freighter with better engines if we are actually going to get this sorted. Shipyards, we just had the Valiants now, so we can begin refits of all Valiants class vessels. So we're going to refit Valiants class. CSS Grasshopper, CSS Larn, CSS Norseman are all going to be refitted immediately. Without promotion. Unable to load none from diligence. What do you mean none from diligence? Anyway, it does look like they're actually moving resources over carbamite, boronite, galenium, uranium. Cargo capacity. So they are actually transporting it over. They're just not enough, and they're not doing it fast enough. That's the problem. So they're able to actually fill their entire cargo holds. It's just there's nothing. There's not really much that they can do overall. What the hell happened to this thing? What the fuck? Okay. I'm just gonna keep incrementing time. We complete research into that, which is good. With inactive research facilities, let's just continue. Let's put research into just mining, increasing our mining overall. And we'll also need to put research into just cargo transportation. I think that's our main issue right now, is actually transporting the resources back to Neutral Aris. The first round of refits should be done relatively soon. Well, that's when we leave the episode off. Hope you have enjoyed. Not much happened this episode, I do apologise, but this is more of a filler, just kind of doing some back-end stuff, making sure we're just getting the time through, preparing for the next invasion, which should be somewhat soon. And then we're going to be continuing where this left off. This will be the last of maybe 3 to 5 episodes, one of the last 3 to 5 episodes before we end the series off. Hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.